turns darkest night to brightest day, turns turbulent water to a perfect calm, a blazing lamp to light our way.
The water is wide, I cannot cross o'er, and neither have I wings to fly. Give me a boat that will carry two, and both shall row, my love and I. stay with you.
Greetings, everyone, to the Board of Trustees, honored guests, members of the faculty, colleagues, our distinguished graduate class of 2020. It is my very great pleasure to welcome you to the 46th commencement exercise of Cornish College of the Arts. With Sharon Cornish-Martin, Chair of the Board of Trustees, I extend my warmest congratulations to all those receiving degrees today. What an honor it is for me to be here with you today to celebrate our graduates. I can tell you that this is one of the best parts of my job, especially this year, to participate in this joyful, momentous occasion. This day is about you and what you've achieved through hard work, determination, moments of creative inspiration. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, our faculty and staff, I extend to each graduate of the class of 2020 our sincere congratulations. Even though we are not assembled in one place, today is nevertheless a great day for the community of Cornish, filled with excitement and anticipation for the future. This year's class has seniors from 20 states, from Alaska to Florida, from Hawaii to New Hampshire, as well as international graduates from Azerbaijan, China, Korea, and Vietnam. There are 143 graduates joining the ranks of thousands of Cornish alumni who continue to make profound impact on their communities through their imaginative and creative contributions to the arts and culture sectors and beyond. I so appreciate each one of you, your tenacity, your dedication, and your commitment to your passions, your dreams, your goals. Graduation is a time to imagine your future and the world to come. When you think of the road ahead, you may gain perspective by looking back to where you've been. And I hope when you do look back to your time at Cornish, you will do so with fondness. And when you look ahead, you will see Cornish again as a part of your future. To the many friends and family who join us today to celebrate and to acknowledge your achievements, thank you. Thank you for your encouragement that you have offered, and in many cases for the sacrifices you have made so that your student could earn the degree that they will take today. Graduates, would you take a moment to acknowledge all those who supported you, near and far, including family, friends, your own classmates, as well as faculty and staff. We are here today to participate in the praise and wonder at your achievements. The education you have earned during your matriculation is not for you only, but for our country and the world. You have shown us that you challenge boundaries, break out of them, and redefine them. That you are individuals committed to each other, to social change, and to the planet. You are always connected, and you use that connectivity to change things for the better. And therefore, you are intrinsically a part of the global community. Today is a moment to reflect on how you spent your time here at Cornish as the world has changed around us, and to celebrate your engagement with facts, opinions, and interpretation in all that you do. Today is a day to acknowledge and celebrate your unwavering commitment to advance the causes and the knowledge that matters most to you. And at this time, we aspire for you to use your aesthetic to affirm the rightful place of cultural arts as the core of humanity. Society looks to you for creative solutions when we wrestle to find resolution to halting the growing travesties of unprovoked violence and discrimination committed against fellow citizens for their religious or political beliefs, social economic strata, ethnicity or race, gender or sexual orientation. Society needs you to offer assertion of understanding and empathy. As creatives, you have the power and instincts to transform consciousness. I urge you to continue to question reality, as you have done for the past 4 years. Push reality to unprecedented heights and be progenitors of new reality that stimulate public response as well as challenge and inspire. Each of you has a story to tell of life at Cornish. I would venture to say that no one would have ever imagined that in the last 8 weeks of your studies, the world would be threatened by a novel coronavirus, COVID-19, forcing the global community to adapt to severe restrictions of social practices to safeguard the health and wellness of everyone. This completely unexpected phenomenon forced the need to pivot in ways that allowed you as artists to do what artists do best. That is, you took what was dealt and found creative ways to continue to master not only your art form, but more importantly, you took an implausible situation and mastered your own will and fortitude to succeed in spite of less than ideal circumstances. No matter what challenges you faced, you did not give up. You were not faint of heart, but were relentless in your determination to end your career as an undergraduate with nothing less than to be the victor, not the victim. So, congratulations are in order. And you have customized your degrees and your pathways to express who you are and what is meaningful to you, to prepare yourselves for a future that matters to you and to the world. We celebrate your commencement, knowing that as your journey begins, whether in graduate school or practicing artists or designers, you will continue to serve and empower others with your own distinctive way, and to live in the spirit of this place and this education as unravelers of complexity, responsible fact checkers, open-minded knowledge bearers, and most of all, persistent truth seekers, and thus truth tellers. As graduate of Cornish College of the Arts, I see both great accomplishment and great hope. I see a student body that has challenged and enlivened and emboldened this college and each one of us to live up to its promise. I see one of the greatest incubators of intellectual and social progress, and a collective composed of extraordinary individuals, accomplished graduates, and mature thinkers who will make that progress their imperative. You will always be welcomed here at Cornish, and we look forward to hearing about your personal and professional achievements as you build on the foundation provided by your Cornish degree. We also hope you will continue to engage with us as alumni as you begin a new stage in your life and experience. Be courageous, be curious, and be confident that you can and you will make a difference. Because like the Cornish graduates who have gone before you, you possess the knowledge and skills that are conferred by an excellent education. In closing, I want to share a quote by the actor Alan Alda. You have to leave the city of your comfort and go into the wilderness of your intuition. You can't get there by bus, only by hard work and risk, and by not quite knowing what you're doing. But what you'll discover will be wonderful. What you will discover is yourself. Congratulations, class of 2020, and my very best wishes for you all. Thank you.
All right, here we go. to fix my flaws today. Step outside and see the sunshine. Everything is gonna be okay. I've been waiting for some time to pack my things and soon be on my way to a place where I can be fine, where all is meant to be and I am meant to stay. I woke up this morning in the new town. The sun was coming up and I began to lose ground. I look out my window and see humans, people satisfied with what they're doing. Passion in the city, people burning. No more living lives just filled with yearning. Everybody working toward a purpose. No more questioning if life is worth it. Can't remember what upset me in the first place, but my emotions kept returning to the worst place. I sit back and watch the sunrise, and then I seem to realize my dissatisfaction caused by all the negativity inhibiting me from pursuing my own destiny. What's best for me is to rest in peace until I find an opportunity to break away from my reality. Then y'all can have the best of me.
Good morning to everyone watching Cornish College of the Arts' first ever virtual commencement. Thank you to President Raymond Tymas-Jones and the Cornish College Board of Trustees for asking me to be part of this very special day. Friends and family, faculty and staff, we are here to celebrate the Cornish graduates who have the very distinct honor of graduating at a time of uncertainty, chaos, and isolation. And as you are faced with all of the normal decisions like how to be a true artist, pay your rent, and have meaningful relationships, you are also being asked to save the planet, be responsible for others' health, and find ways to express in a time unlike any other. I can't think of a time where we have needed creativity more, where the world has needed minds, spirits, and souls like yours. Creative expression and community are what Cornish College of the Arts has always represented. That hasn't changed in the 30 years since I started my own journey here. The Cornish of 1990 was on Capitol Hill. Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and Soundgarden were creating a whole new genre of music, and my closet was filled with ripped jeans and plaid shirts. I was an 18-year-old with big dreams and big ambitions as I stepped into a building that would change my life forever. It's a little ironic that Cornish had no film program at the time when I was there, and yet I went on to make my living as a filmmaker. But it's no surprise that the core values Cornish instilled in me are what continue to guide me to this day. Be adventurous and authentic. Ask the hard questions. Be humble, curious. Solve problems with creativity and simplicity. Embrace fear and relish collaboration. It is here that I learned to believe in myself. But it took years of testing those lessons that Cornish had whispered in my ear, because a big part of being an artist has always and will always be rejection. So I'll share with you something I wish I had known 30 years ago. It is rejection and how you respond to it that builds you into who you are. I guarantee you will be rejected. You will cry, you will fall over and over again. And that is because it's in your DNA to stand on the top rung of the ladder, to drive too fast and jump off the precipice. In order to climb to new heights, we must occasionally fall off the mountain. And it may seem like failure the first time it happens, or the second, or the third. And it may feel like it isn't worth it to go on. But each time you pull yourself back up, it gets a tiny bit easier. And I encourage you to think of each failure as another moment to become better, wiser, tougher. Because this is a tough business. A business where it's your job to take your deepest, most precious feelings and translate them into something for the entertainment of an audience. Whether it's a painting, a poem, a performance, or a film, you have a responsibility as an artist to make sure that your art gets out of your house and into the world. And it's your responsibility to make a living at it so that you can keep doing it for a very long time. In order to do that, you must cultivate completely opposing skills: the creativity of art and the business of art. Finding an authentic way to talk about your art, network, and promote yourself is a very personal experience. And it may take some trial and error, but finding a way to be fiscally responsible is part of the job. Don't believe anyone who says you can't make a living as an artist. I'm here to tell you they are wrong. It may not be easy, but it's not impossible. I have worked as a waitress, bartender, baton twirler, dishwasher, cook, voiceover actor, English teacher, barista, gaffer, grip, director of photography, professor, and documentary filmmaker. It's taken me 20 years of working in the film industry to get to where I am today, and I couldn't have gotten where I am today if I hadn't spent 20 years getting here. So you don't have to be in a hurry. As our colony of artists are forced to stay apart, COVID-19 has given us a rare opportunity to slow down and reflect on what community means. As theater doors remain closed, concerts silenced, and galleries shuttered, we have proven that creativity abounds during isolation. From living room concerts to balcony serenades, artists will not be silenced. You are graduating into a world where truth seems elusive and everything is upside down and backward. And we're relying on you to rebuild it. But today is not about COVID-19. And even though it may surround us and infiltrate our thoughts and our bodies, today is about the graduates. To honor you for the years you have dedicated to improving your craft. Today marks the end of your Cornish experience and the beginning of your life as an artist. I wish I could see your faces, shake your hand, or offer a hug, but know that I believe in you, and I can't wait to see what you achieve. I'll see you on that top rung of the ladder. Congratulations, class of 2020. You are all amazing.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Vanessa, and I am a soon-to-be graduate of the art department. I'm beyond delighted to be speaking today, even though this isn't how I expected things to go. I've been told all good speeches begin with inspirational quotes, or at least that's what I got from Googling good graduation speeches. Anyways, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Liberian head of state and Africa's first woman president, once said, "The size of your dreams must always exceed your current capacity to achieve them. If your dreams do not scare you, they are not big enough." I cannot exaggerate how much this has resonated with me in my time at Cornish. From the first year navigating the visual arts to exploring new and intimidating avenues in our chosen departments, we began to realize the potential of our dreams. We saw new faces, unaware at the time that these faces would become our family by senior year. We claimed new homes in our studios, theaters, and classrooms where opportunity was bountiful for divining our practice. We were provided with opportunities to take classes outside of our majors, enriching not only our individual education, but the entire student body as art and lives began to cross paths. We learned about how we as artists can address the abundant need for acceptance, respect, and change needed in our world today by taking action through our art. In some of our classes, we dove into the nitty-gritty. We debated, we got vulnerable, we got emotional, and we challenged one another as peers and faculty. We not only learned together, but learned from one another. As seniors, we came together for one last year of daunting challenges, our thesis and capstone projects for BFA. Some of us faced the loss of our beloved Centennial Lab, where for the last few years, the upper class art department studios and BFA exhibitions have been held. This change was shocking at first, as the unknown clouded our dreams for our final exhibition. But we embraced this change with open hearts and open minds, and began to plan a spectacular collaborative show in our beautiful new gallery. But yet again, plans shifted. The COVID-19 pandemic came along and changed everything. With the world under quarantine, many adjustments had to be made that we could have never anticipated. Like me giving a commencement speech for a live stream graduation. But we kept moving forward with anticipation for the future, coming together online to learn and share our art, regardless of distance. The Cornish community rose up with vigor in support of its artists, and we finished the semester strong. My Cornish experience has been set apart from any other school I've attended for many reasons. Cornish has instilled adaptability and resilience in myself and other students as we learn to navigate through change. We've established lifelong friendships, found mentors, and built professional relationships in a community of artists, citizens, and innovators. But most importantly, Cornish has encouraged something that most educational institutions won't, and that's failure. Thanks to Cornish, I failed, and I failed pretty hard. For example, I had an idea for a project that seemed so grand and conceptually profound. I wanted to accomplish a strong and emotional nostalgic response from my audience by using sculpture and photographs. But I made way too tiny of a sculpture that looked sad and pathetic. It was piled into a corner. It looked like a heap of garbage that someone forgot to clean up, amongst other great art pieces in the gallery. I just didn't meet the mark of getting my ideas across with the skills I had. My work suffered from the fear of trying to go bigger and work in ways that I was not familiar. I still laugh every time I think of that project and how badly I executed it. I realized you can't really experiment without confronting failure. Accepting failure as part of the process opens up for potential and possibilities. At Cornish, we were pushed to dream big, to challenge our fears, to fail, and to dream even bigger after failure, all in a safe and supportive environment provided by the wonderful faculty in our departments. Personal shout out and big thank you to Laura Hart-Newland, Kevin Goodrich, Bob Campbell, Preston Wadley, Gail Clemens, and Sharon Arnold. I can now proudly claim to be an artist and photographer because I confronted my fear of working with technology and digital mediums. Taking the photography and camera action courses in the art department introduced me to performing and staging for the camera, which sparked the development of my senior thesis in BFA. Failing resulted in successful photographic bodies of work that I still have ideas to push further. I learned to find my own way of how and what I want to make in this world, just like many other Cornish students before me, and many more to come. In closing, I'd like to encourage my fellow graduates to relish in the celebration and joy of our successes. We have had so many failures, but it resulted in this big win. But as we move forward into the wild unknown after Cornish, we must remember this. If your dreams do not scare you, they are not big enough. Find comfort in that fear, for we've made it this far by dreaming this big. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Isabel Orobaton, and I am a graduate of the Original Works program with an emphasis in playwriting. As an Original Works major, I find it difficult to say off the top of my head what exactly I learned in my 4 years at Cornish College of the Arts. The work we do is so often intangible that it is difficult to pinpoint all the great lessons I have learned. I could say that I learned how to breathe, because I did spend a year on a yoga mat trying to reteach myself that basic human function. Or I could tell you that I learned how to write a play, but the truth is I find myself learning how to do that every time I start a new one. Upon reflection, I can say with confidence that I learned how to be resilient. In our first year of training, we learned about the importance of neutrality, stripping away our idiosyncrasies and tics that made us individual and bringing our full, uninterrupted selves to our work and to our cohort. At the time, what seemed to be a slight to our individualism turned out to be one of the most important pieces of training I received in my 4 years, but also an invaluable tool for the rest of my life. This academic year has been one of the most challenging so far, but it has also been one of the hardest years of my life. From physical injuries and lost opportunities to harassment, I found myself in a dark place that I had never been before. Small things that I would normally be able to brush off became debilitating, and I did not know how to help myself. What I thought I knew about being resilient didn't seem to be enough anymore. Resilience is not something that is taught in a studio or classroom. It is something that is honed through trial, failure, perseverance, sweat, and lots of tears. Resilience is forged in the registrar's office, arguing over credits. It is cultivated in the stillness of 12-hour tech days. It is made when you feel alienated in a room, but keep showing up anyway. Resilience is not taught, but Cornish has made me resilient. And in the moments when it seems too hard to keep facing the onslaught of life, and you no longer have the strength to be resilient yourself, Cornish has given me a community of colleagues, faculty, and mentors who take my hand and remind me how it is done. This school has made me look at myself and the world and ask, who am I? What matters to me? What do I believe in? And what am I going to do to step over the barriers that I see standing in my way? In difficult and stressful times like we're in now, I find myself reflecting back on our first year, when I learned how to build myself back up from what felt like nothing. I return to that state of neutrality, and I remember that I learned how to do this 100 times over, because I am resilient. Thank you.
This reminds me of my high school commencement. I didn't have one. 7 years ago, I hated high school so much that I decided I'd rather leave and pursue my education on my own than stick it out in that special circle of hell. I finished my sophomore year with all A's and then didn't go back, starting a new chapter of my life as a high school dropout. I was very privileged to have the resources to support that sort of independence as a teenager, and I'm glad I took advantage of them. I found that there's a difference between showing up physically and showing up mentally, and I had been unhappily coasting on the former for a while. All of a sudden, I wanted both. I needed them in order to change my life, despite the terror and uncertainty and some very concerned family members. Somehow, dropping out taught me how to show up for myself. It was rough in the beginning. I was used to someone being there to grade me or tell me what class to go to next. I had to first figure out who I wanted to be, what I really wanted to do with my time, and how I would get the help to make it happen. The answers led me here. 5 years, 2 universities, and 1 pandemic later, and now I'm leaving school again. But this time with a diploma. I'm really happy about that. I'm also more scared than I was the first time, which is saying something. I know I'm not the only one to feel this way, though, especially given the present circumstances. But it is time to face that terrifying transitional void. And I do feel more ready than I was in high school. After all, we will continue to be informed by our time at Cornish and the decision to earn this degree. And not just any old BS degree, but a Bachelor of Fine Arts. That alone takes a special sort of showing up for yourself, something I didn't always do. When it came time to start college, I signed up for a degree in geology instead of my true love of acting, because of some self and society-imposed perceptions of practicality. It took a year of missing my favorite thing for me to come to my senses and throw out everyone else's. Then I found Cornish, a place made for people like me. Storytellers, the ones who couldn't sit still or the ones who couldn't be dragged away from their canvas. Peter Pan kids who wanted to play pretend forever. And most of all, people who found meaning in creating. I ran to that, and thus came crawling back to the art that had always sustained me. But this time with determination. A determination that everyone watching this has. We all made a choice about what was important for us, what was important for the world, and how those two would meet. We showed up every day for that choice, and in turn, others made the choice to help us. Let's thank the ones who have truly given us the most at Cornish. Our teachers. Cornish has some of the finest faculty anywhere. They are the backbone, the torso, the head and arms and knees and toes of this school. And they are the shoulders we have scrambled up to stand on now. If there's one thing I learned both in and out of school, it's that we will always need teachers. And if we continue to be students, no matter how many degrees we may have, we'll always be able to find them in all sorts of different places, times, and people. It's a good idea to reach out to those people, though it is harder without office hours. But it's worth the extra effort. Life isn't meant to be figured out all by yourself. Independence does not mean isolation. We are moving into a world that is currently incredibly divided and distant, and leaving a school where everyone is connected. There's only like 700 students. We're connected whether we like it or not. The rest of the world could use a bit of that. And while quarantine makes it especially hard right now, nothing connects people better than art. And of course we've got that. I've seen so many incredible shows, galleries, films, and more at Cornish. But I haven't seen the hundreds of drafts that have happened first inside of these classrooms, or the glorious failures, setbacks, and sleep-deprived desperation that naturally accompany them. I once thought I'd be studying rocks. Instead, I've been graded on how well I could imitate a harbor seal, so I have no idea what sort of crazy shit everyone else must have gotten up to. I'm keeping the notes from those lessons, because they are what shaped all of this passion into something skilled enough to reach outside of my own head and truly connect with the world. And isn't that a little bit the point of it all? Showing up with your stories to help others build theirs. I'm honored I got to be a part of some of your stories, and I am so grateful for everyone who was a part of mine. I miss you guys. I'm sorry we're not walking across a stage together, shaking the hands of our teachers and celebrating with our friends. We've more than earned that. But I know that while a cap and gown is nice, the important part of commencement is you. This pandemic cannot take away our reason to celebrate. It does not erase our accomplishments. It does not undo our years of learning and the things we've created and the people we've become. After all, we made it! Throughout however much insecurity, confusion, and crying in the hallways this journey has had throughout the long years and even longer department meetings, despite a whole pandemic, we made it. And I could not be more proud of us. I don't pretend to know what's next for myself, much less anyone else. Whatever happens, I hope we can do it without any can'ts or shoulds getting in the way. I hope we don't do it alone. I hope that we approach challenges and opportunities alike with creativity. I hope we think outside of the box, and I hope it gets weird. I hope that we step up to proudly take our lives into our own hands because no other institution or person is going to do it better. I say I hope as if we haven't already done this, but obviously we have. That's why we all have a BFA now. We didn't give up. We showed up.
Thank you, Casey, for those remarks, and congratulations to all graduates today. I'm Kevin Goodrich, Chair of the Art Department. It brings me great joy to introduce the graduates of the Art Department as they receive their Bachelor of Fine Arts from the Cornish College of the Arts. Your class has worked tirelessly over the last 4 years to plot their way to this virtual stage in a journey that is likely punctuated with various obstacles, challenges, and opportunities. I continue to be impressed by your resolve, your ability to think deeply about the issues you confront in the studio and the greater world, and the sense of community you have fostered here at Cornish. While I could not be more excited to see you all reach this benchmark in your lives, I speak for all faculty in saying that your contributions to the energy and culture of this place will be sorely missed. You've left a mark on those with the responsibility of being your mentors, first as dedicated learners, always as makers, and now as peers in the ever-expanding but always small community of those who call themselves artists. We are proud of you. We are excited to see what you have yet to show us, so please keep in touch. And now I am pleased to announce the Cornish Art Department Class of 2020. Catherine E. Currier, Michaela Elias, Nathan Haskins, Vanessa Keran Hough, Holly Fulling Jones, Jermaine Maitak, Jessica Munoz Palomo, Marley Ray Newell, Charlie Ray Horseth, Morgan Ashley Quick, Squire Simpson V, Sonoy Skylar Stevenson Egland, Lionel Porter Vance, Gabrielle Kate Wellenseek. Congratulations to you all and to your family and loved ones who are here to help you celebrate this achievement.
Congratulations to the art graduates of 2020, and thank you, Kevin. My name is Victoria Watts, and I'm the chair of the dance department here at Cornish College of the Arts. Dancers, the truth is we end each day on the precipice of the unknown. This current pandemic simply draws that into sharper focus and makes the reality harder to ignore. But I'm confident that within each of you have the resources to navigate these current uncertainties. Those same resources of courage, good humor, resilience, and a deep capacity to hustle that's going to help you flourish in your lives ahead, of lives of adventure, creativity, and crusading for social and ecological justice. It is my deep honor to announce the dance class of 2020. Molly Bantugan, Emilio Brito, Alison Carrillo, Kinsey DeFolo, Blue Edler, Asia Green, Megan Hansen, Peyton Jones, Melanie Katzen, Alison Kelly, Desiree Kong, Mariah Pena, Ruth Ann Swart, Gino Thomas, Janae Waller, Catriona Urquhart, and Julia Wiggins. Congratulations to each of you, newly formed dance graduates of 2020.
Thank you, Vicki, and congratulations to the dance department graduates. I'm Jeff Bryce, chair of the design department. Hello, design graduates of 2020. Congratulations on this momentous occasion. You have worked hard over the past 4 years to grow into the professional creative practitioners you are today. The faculty, staff, and I are privileged to have worked with you over the past years, and it is with bittersweet emotion to see you go. Every graduating class has a unique group personality. We have come to know you as collaborative, engaged, positive, and proactive as leaders. Leadership is characterized by your responses to the difficulties you encounter. Your resilience and positive adaptation to historic circumstances are a testament to the strength of each and every one of you. You are starting your careers at a time of great change. Your commitment to the life generated by your creativity will always give you the means to maintain a meaningful context for yourself, even in the most unstable of times. These times will pass, and you will continue moving and evolving in your chosen field. You will always be a part of the Cornish community, and please stay in touch as alumni. We value your contribution. I'm pleased to announce the Cornish Design Department of 2020. Cody Engel, Madeline Barker, Patricia Beard, Tom Cow, Kaylin Chrisman, April Cooper, Nat Crum, Linda N. Wren, Nat Fireball, Pamela Frausto, Stephen Gonzalez, Sonia Larson, Claire Mangles, Tana DeLuna, Leah Marina Berry, Katie Meadows, Anna Michels, Kai Vena Penaloza, Grace Rigoni, Juniper Ticehurst, Caitlin Williamson, Sophia Yakubovskia. Congratulations, Design 2020.
Thank you, Professor Bryce, and congratulations to the Design Department graduates. I'm Lyle Bush, Chair of the Film Department, and I greet the graduating film students. A story should have a beginning, a middle, and an end, just not necessarily in that order, Jean-Luc Godard said. This day represents a beginning for you that, in the form of your degree, only looks like an end, and it comes at a time in which many of our stories about progress, say, or resolution, or the wrestling to the ground of visible or invisible villains has been overturned or challenged, which is a way of saying this is your moment. This is what you've prepared for, to tell your generation's moving image stories. And I wish each of you a lifetime of telling in this new and once again undiscovered world. I'm pleased to announce the Cornish Film Department class of 2020. Elizabeth Booby, Peyton Ione Cuddyback, Neftali Kirkland, Riley Miller, Nicholas Carl Pulido, Quinn Sonner, Daniel Justiniano Yabuki. One more thing. I don't accept the COVID asterisk, and I send you out asking you to shed it similarly. Your diploma is your license. Go out there and drive the world. Yay.
Thank you, Lyle, and the film graduates. I'm Julie Myers, Chair of Interior Architecture. Class of 2020, congratulations. There are many types of spaces humanity has explored, one of the universe and the moon, and now the changing spaces in which we dwell on the earth. This is the year of a beginning of a transformative era. We're all more aware that we are all global citizens and that we are all connected in a way we live and interact. Use your artistry and your talent of spaces, interiors, and objects to begin to solve a new way of life. Express your innovative energy and your passion for the arts. More importantly, continue to be the leaders that you are. Continue to be engaged in making us all better. Your faculty and I wish you years of success and look forward to your journey. Congratulations, we're here and we're excited for you. Bravo and cheers. And now to the members of the 2020. Nina Bridges, Denny He, Mina Kermeli, Elizabeth Kalsmeyer, Abrar Mohammed, Elizabeth May Peterson, Elizabeth Ann Phillips, Lucy Potter, Carmen Woodson. Class of 2020, congratulations. You've worked hard, you've been ambitious and successful throughout your 4 years. Congratulations to you and your family and friends. I wish you well, I wish you safe, and be happy. Take care. Talk to you soon.
Thank you, Julie, and congratulations once again to the interior architecture students. I'm James Falzoni. I'm the chair of music at Cornish, and what an honor it is for me to help confer these degrees. In our unique music program, I know each one of you, your music, your interests, your successes, your struggles, and I send each one of you my very best as you enter into your post-Cornish life. Our distance due to COVID-19 makes it a bit of a challenge, I know, but I say to you through the screen what I have said to graduates at each commencement. You did it. You finished the work of a Bachelor of Music degree, and you now join what I often refer to as the great cloud of witnesses of other musical artists, adding their own sonic beauty to this world. It's a journey like no other, and it's why I often refer to all of us in the music community as fellow sojourners. We are all together on a similar path, trying to bring just a little more beauty into this world through our music. I'm delighted Cornish could play a role for you along that road. I'm now pleased to announce the Cornish Music Department class of 2020. Nicholas Logan Brannan. Max Bella Coltenbach Rico. Susie Lee. Noah Russell Colbeck. Jared Edward Nathan Gill. Addison Rose Katulski. Rebecca Elise Lovett. Elijah Anthony Luce Baraceros. Nicholas Kelly McElprang. Benjamin Markin. Sean Michael McKenna. Anya Teresa McCullough. Alexander Gregory Michaels. Kyle Alexander Morrow. Zachary Leon Robbins. And Caleb John Sapa. To each of you, I wish my very best and peace along the journey.
Hi, I'm Denise Martel, and I'm the chair of performance production. I'm so incredibly honored to celebrate your accomplishments and success today, along with your family, your friends, and your loved ones around the country. I clearly remember your arrival on campus and thinking that 2020 just seemed so far away and wondering what type of artist you'd all become. I have been so impressed consistently with your academic success, your collaboration, your self-advocacy, and your growth in your chosen disciplines. None of us plan to end your time at Cornish this way, but I can say with sincerity, you did not give up and you finished with a bang. Congratulations, and I can't wait to see what you do next. I'm honored and proud to announce the performance production class of 2020. Corinne Maurice Carignan, Jordan Michelle Cooper, Joseph R. Guarini, Amber Rose Granger, Damon Rainey, Kai, Tomoko, Kealani, Tamashiro, Sydney, Grace, Timi, Olivia, Catherine, Toombs. Congratulations, class of 2020! You did it!
Thank you, Jeej, and congratulations to the performance production class of 2020. My name is Richard E.T. White, and as chair, I'm proud to represent the theater department at my 25th Cornish Commencement. I want to welcome the theater graduating class of 2020 and your family and friends. These students, these graduates, are a group of people who live comfortably in the Cornish hyphen as multifaceted theater artists. They are actors, singers, and dancers. They are performers, directors, and writers. They are producers and provocateurs. They are storytellers whose best stories still await the telling. As Hamlet says, they will hold the mirror up to nature. They will show virtue her own feature, scorn her own image, and the very age and body of the time, its form and pressure. I am pleased to announce the conferral of BFA degrees on Clara Elise Burton, Nanea Carroll, Melanie Margaret Katz, Keller O'Malley, William Keyes Schlosser, Isabel Corinne Bammer, Vintre Conrad Scott, Alyssa Marie Anderson, Fiona Megan Balbarona, Gunvar Singh, Jacqueline Castillo, Gabrielle Friedman, Michaela Gale, Michelle Murray Goodwin, Casey Trutner Hartman, Danny J. Roger Hassett, Phoebe Oz Heiligman, William Douglas Johnson, Brandon Josiah Ahmad Jones Mooney, Ku'ule Kekoa, Jay Kinsman, Melinda Faith Macklem, Cassidy Mitchell, Katerina Lyubov Orlov, Isabel Lula Adesuwa Orobaton, Alexander Page Rancier, Miles Joseph Romo, Leah Shimon, Hannah Marie Schul, Sahaja Mackenzie Tara Shapiro, Julia Christian Smith, Seamus Preston Stubbs, Jacqueline Marie Thompson, James Theodore Washburn, Hannah Marie White, Natalia Iveles Womack, Kyra Emily Woodruff, Megan K. Wright. My heartfelt thanks to all of you and that of your theater staff and faculty for sharing your time, talents, and energy with us. Remember, you are our colleagues now, and you'll be part of that extended Cornish ensemble that together will help to, in the words of Bertolt Brecht, teach the great art of living together. Thank you and congratulations.
Will all the candidates for the Bachelor of Fine Arts degree and the Bachelor of Music degree please stand? On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Cornish College of the Arts, I hereby confer upon you the Bachelor of Fine Arts degree and the Bachelor of Music degree with all rights and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
Hi, I'm William Say, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs at Cornish. I'm pleased to invite you to join us for the live musical entertainment following this ceremony. It will be on Cornish's Instagram at 1 p.m. West Coast time. The performance features Mary Lambert, Gabrielle Friedman, Chong the Nomad, and Sassy Black. Also, this entire ceremony is available to watch at cornish.edu/commencement. Graduating class of 2020. To emphasize the comments of President Tymas-Jones, this day and this celebration are about you. We celebrate the poignant and powerful accomplishments of graduation and the thrill of moving forward. We are physically separated as we mark your achievements, but the fact that we are gathering today, even virtually, speaks to our connection. We are together in celebration, together with a belief in you. We gather to recognize the discoveries you made in college, and we gather in anticipation of the powerful impact you will have going forward, bringing your talent, vision, artistic voice, spirit, and unique perspective to the world. As performers, makers, designers, and creative thinkers, you possess the power of imagination. You know how to start a project with hundreds of ideas, or to have absolutely no idea and be okay with that too. Either way, you know how to find answers and create something that matters, something that enacts change. This is a time of uncertainty, but Cornish has prepared you for that, because uncertainty is part of the creative process. More importantly, this commencement acknowledges that you now have the skills and the tools to turn not knowing into something real, powerful, healing, and important. The power of creativity is its ability to energize rich imagination and practice. The power of creativity is to turn the unknown into art, into message and connection, into the ability to make a difference. Our time together today is framed by a screen, but we still share the gifts of community because we are unified in spirit and purpose. This is a time of connection and celebration, an acknowledgement of your accomplishments years in the making. You know you will always be connected to Cornish College of the Arts, to the friends you made here, and by the critical and awesome understanding of the importance of making, discovering your voice and purpose, sharing that purpose with others, and bringing it to life. In that spirit, please keep creating. Find order in chaos and share that. Find chaos in the order and help us see its beauty. Continue your artist journey by every day refining your voice and your vision. As artists, designers, and innovators, you are a vital part of society and culture that prompts better understanding of ourselves and the world in new and beautiful ways. On behalf of all of the faculty and staff, people who care so deeply about you and your learning, on behalf of everyone who has had the joy of seeing your exhibits, your performances, and experienced your work, on behalf of Cornish College of the Arts, I want to say to the class of 2020, congratulations, graduates. Well done. And that concludes today's ceremony. Thank you all for being here.
Carried you halfway across the river on my neck, and you stung me. You stung me anyway. You knew down in your heart we'd never make it back, 'cause you needed me. You needed me to get there. You'd sooner take us both down than change your way. Ooh, scorpion, scorpion, scorpion. You asked so nicely, so I let you come aboard, and you stung me. You stung me anyway. Why take the pilot down while on your way to shore, when you needed me? You needed me to get there. And when I felt the sting, why I almost had to laugh. How'd I ignore all the things you taught me in the past? What made it worse was knowing that feeling was my last. Scorpion, scorpion, scorpion.